Sultan Nuruddin Zangi performed tahajjud and made a long supplication before falling asleep. The surroundings were completely silent and still. In this state, he suddenly saw in his dream that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was present in his chamber. Without any introduction, the Prophet pointed towards two blue-eyed men and said, "Nuruddin, these two are troubling me. Free me from them." Waking up in a state of extreme fear and distress, Sultan Nuruddin Zangi began pacing his chamber anxiously, his mind overwhelmed with various thoughts, his heart filled with countless questions. The Messenger of Allah is in his grave. What kind of conspiracy could the cursed Jews be plotting against him? Could they be attempting to harm the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam even after his passing? Why was I shown the faces of two Jews in my dream? Satan cannot take the form of the Prophet. So does this mean my dream is true? As these thoughts consumed him, Sultan Nuruddin Zangi became increasingly restless. He performed ablution and ghusl, offered rakas of prayer, and supplicated to Allah for a long time with tearful eyes. Since this was not a dream he could share with just anyone, and he had no one to consult, he lay down again. As soon as he fell asleep, he saw the same dream a second time. The Prophet again said, Mahmud, free me from these two. Terrified, Sultan Nuruddin Zangi woke up shouting, Allah! He hastily performed ablution and ghusl again, stood in prayer, and made a lengthy supplication with tearful eyes. The night was still not over, yet it felt as though the entire world was facing a great calamity. Looking up at the sky, he felt as though the two faces he had seen in his dream were rushing toward him. Determined to uncover the truth, he lay down once more. For the third time, he saw the exact same dream. Now, he was convinced beyond doubt that the blessed Prophet's sacred resting place was in danger. At the break of dawn, he rushed to his Prime Minister, Jalaluddin al-Masili. After ensuring strict confidentiality, narrated the dream and sought advice. Upon hearing the account, Jalaluddin al-Masili said, Your Highness, why are you still here? The Prophet's sacred resting place is in great danger, which is why he has called upon you repeatedly. My advice is to waste no time and set out for Madinah immediately. Without any delay, Sultan Nuruddin Zangi set off for Madinah with 16,000 swift horsemen and immense wealth. They traveled day and night, reaching Madinah on the 17th day. Upon arrival, they performed ablution ghusl and rakas of prayer, making a long supplication before issuing an order. No one is allowed to leave Medina, though outsiders may enter. He then delivered the Friday sermon and made a public announcement. Wish to host a grand feast for the people of Medina. I desire that every single resident joins this meal. A lavish feast was prepared, and the Sultan personally ensured that no one in Medina was left out. Even those who were far away were brought on horseback. This continued for 15 days, after which he asked, Is there anyone left who has not attended? After thorough verification, he was informed that everyone in Medina had participated. This deeply unsettled him. He had carefully observed every individual at the feast, yet none of them resembled the two men from his dream. Determined not to give up, he issued another proclamation. I am certain that not everyone in Madinah has attended. Conduct another search and bring anyone who is still left. A second round of searches was conducted, and it was reported that 2 individuals were still missing. These 2 were found and brought before the Sultan. He immediately recognized them. They were the very men he had seen in his dream. The Sultan asked them sternly, Who are you? Why are you staying here? They replied, Asterisk, we are travelers from the west who have come to perform Hajj. Our only desire is to remain close to the messenger of Allah. Asterisk, unsatisfied with their response, the Sultan ordered their detention and personally inspected their residence. He found an abundance of wealth and rare books, but no evidence that could confirm his dream. This left him deeply frustrated and anxious. Meanwhile, many residents of Medina vouched for these men, saying they are pious individuals. They fast regularly, spend most of the night in prayer, and never miss their 5 daily prayers at the Prophet's mosque. They visit Jannat al-Baqi regularly and go to Masjid Quba every Saturday. They give generously to those in need. Hearing this, the Sultan was even more perplexed. However, he was determined to uncover the truth. His eyes wandered around their room until he suddenly ordered, asterisk, lift their prayer mat. The mat was placed over a straw mat, which was then also removed. Beneath it, a large stone slab was found. The Sultan ordered its removal as well. To everyone's horror, underneath lay a tunnel that extended all the way to the Prophet's blessed grave. The Sultan was shocked beyond belief. His face turned red with anger, and he roared like a furious lion. Asterisk, speak the truth now, or face the most severe punishment. Who are you really? Who sent you here? Terrified, the men finally confessed. Asterisk, we are Jews. The Jews of Europe financed and trained us for years before sending us here with enormous wealth. Our mission was to excavate the Prophet's grave and steal his blessed body. We had been working on this plan for 3 years, secretly digging at night and disposing of the soil outside the city. We were just 1 week away from completing our mission when suddenly an earthquake-like event struck. The entire earth trembled as if Judgment Day had arrived. Fearing for our lives, we stopped digging. Asterisk, the Sultan was now fully convinced. He ordered that the 2 criminals be publicly executed in a way that would deter any such attempt in the future. A massive wooden platform, 20 hands high, was built half a mile away from the Prophet's mosque. Sultan Nuruddin Zangi commanded the people of Madinah and the surrounding areas to gather. Once the crowd had assembled, the 2 culprits were shackled in iron chains and brought before them. The Sultan revealed their heinous plot, shocking everyone. The public demanded the harshest punishment, the Sultan declared. Asterisk, yes, their punishment will be exemplary. A huge pile of firewood was gathered, and in front of the entire crowd, the 2 conspirators were burned to ashes. Some narrations state that the fire burned for 11 days. Afterward, Sultan Nuruddin Zangi spent an enormous sum to asterisk, reinforce the Prophet's blessed resting place. A asterisk solid lead barrier was constructed asterisk around the sacred chamber to ensure that no one could ever attempt such an evil act again. With immense gratitude to Allah, the Sultan wept tears of joy for an entire week, thanking him for granting him the honor of protecting the Prophet's sacred grave. History records that when Sultan Nuruddin Zangi passed away, his body was buried near the Prophet's blessed resting place, according to his will.